Hey there, everybody. It's Strips McKenzie. I know I haven't made a video in a while because of this entrepreneurial finance and a bunch of other classes. My parents would disown me if I didn't go to college, and unfortunately, that's been taking up a lot of time. So instead of doing things that like I want to do, I have to do things for the greater good so that I can make a lot of money eventually, so I can do more things that I want to do in the long run. Because if I don't, then I'm just going to be like working at McDonald's. That's what they keep telling me. I'm just going to believe it. Anyways, so today I'm going to be making a quick video about this. This is the Muji grid notebook. I've never tried these before, so obviously I bought 5 of them. I had originally been using Field Notes. You may have heard of these Field Notes, but they're nice. They're pretty good. You can see I use them a lot, and they hold up pretty well. But they're like $3 or $4 per. I usually got a pack of 3. That's too much for me. I feel like that's overpriced. I don't really like paying for the brands of things. I like paying for the actual object itself and its inherent value. I don't really care where it comes from. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these suckers open. So here we go. Oh, she's fighting me. Oh, we're breaking her. Calming down. Okay, so, stuff this in my trash hole. Okay, so as you can see by the Japanese text, I'm just kidding, I don't know what that means. They look good. So let's try them out. Staples in there. It feels really solid. It's made in Japan. Over 55% recycled paper. That's fun. I like that. Care about our earth quite a bit. So that's quite good. Let's actually give this a try with the Lamy Safari with an extra fine nib. So I'm a hipster fuck, and I started getting into fountain pens a little bit because I feel like it's less because of the hipster thing. It's actually because it puts less strain on my wrist. So I like using these a little bit better so far, and also they make sort of studying and things like that, note taking, a little bit more enjoyable. So I'm more likely to do them for longer. So I'm able to study better, I feel, and I don't know. It's something interesting to talk about. It started conversations in public. I get compliments on it, and it's fun to me. So I like these. I'm going to be trying this out. I'm just using the standard Lamy Safari ink cartridge, just black ink, black pen, all black everything. So we're going to try this out. They said this was fountain pen like friendly, so okay. So it looks like that actually did really well. It looks even better than the Lamy Safari, not Lamy Safari, the Field Notes, because people always go on about how Field Notes are fountain pen friendly, but whenever I use them, I always get feathering. I don't know if that's just the nib I'm using is too heavy, or, this is an extra fine nib, and I get a lot of feathering and bleeding through the paper for Field Notes, and this one seems a lot better so far. I don't see any sort of feathering whatsoever. Very clear and defined lines. Get a little bit more focus there. There we go. Check in with me and do your job. Select my deck. Slob on an oblate corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. So that's one of my favorite poems. It's actually by Chaucer. So as you can see here, again with the extra fine nib, it's getting, even whenever I press down really hard, it's like watching it on the screen. There's no feathering. It's completely well defined, and this is more than half recycled paper. You have to remember. The grid is really the perfect size. I like the grid a lot more than just dots. I feel like it's better for whenever you're trying to improve your handwriting if you care about that sort of thing. And as you can see, even when I stroked very heavily, you can see it a little bit, but there's really no bleeding, other than maybe that's barely even considered bleeding right there. As I can see, these are better than field notes already, in my opinion, even after just using them for a little bit. If they start like falling apart or they explode or like try to like kill me while I sleep, I'll make an update video and be like, don't actually buy these. But so far, I think they're pretty fucking good to go. So again, these are the I can't read Japanese. I think they're the Muji notebooks, note-taking note things, recycled paper. That's a keyword there. I'll put a link to it in the description if and whenever I upload this. So I love you all. I'll try to make more videos. This has been Strips McKenzie. Signing off. Please like and subscribe and do all that fun stuff and share some comments, because it does encourage me to actually spend more time on this. So love you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Love you. Love you. Bye bye. Bye bye.